Dorian Yates versus Ronnie The King Coleman. The endless debate. I recently tossed this comparison into a Marks Max poll. You guys, 56% of you fellers and fellacies wanted to see this one. That's a lot. Want to see the rest of these requests? Bill Pearl versus Arnold. That's good. Mike O'Hearn versus Haseen Fart? Is that what that says? Get this video up to 300 likes and we will do it. I mean, 1993, best Dorian Yates. 1999, best Ronnie King Coleman. And before you guys, you size police, get all over my case, but Marks Max Macro, Ronnie King Coleman is 75 pounds bigger than Dorian Yates. I'm gonna do it. Listen. There is some side-by-side video footage, and I shrunk Sean Ray. In the center, I squeezed him together. You guys think that's funny? I do. And half of that guy's body, too, down there. But the point is, Ronnie King Coleman, structurally speaking, I mean, he was no bigger in 1998 than here in 96. Muscle-wise, a little bit, but you can clearly see Dorian Yates, he's a real big man. He's a stud. And we'll go back to the actual comparison. The angle's a little bit difficult to size this one perfectly. We'll do what we can. But I'm just telling you, Colemanites right now, it's not the big size advantage that you guys are all thinking. He was probably a little bit heavier than Dorian Yates here. Go to the front double. Hold on. We will have some on stages of Dorian Yates. Just showing this front double. Maybe the best bet to show some of these photo shoots of Dorian Yates. Not the best footage from on stage. Wow. Torso heap of Dorian. I think he's winning. I think he has a better torso. Good separation for Coleman. I mean, it is what it is. He doesn't exactly have a Sean Ray six-pack, things of that nature. Neither does Dorian Yates. Now, here is one on stage of Dorian. And you can see what I mean. Not the best footage. Again, the guy has probably a better midsection. And as far as the lats are concerned, he could have an advantage in that aspect as well. Now, here's the last say on the front double biceps pose. I guess I say front dub to save time. I guess it doesn't really work if I go explain it and then it kind of eats up the time there. But having said that, yes, I believe Dorian does have a better torso heap. Maybe better chest for Coleman. But having said that, yeah, buddy. Tell it like it is, Marks Max Muscle. Coleman's his appendages, baby please. Arms? Wheels? Legs? Are those appendages? Those are or is it just fingers? Or your appendage? I'll have to look that one up. If I'm wrong, I'll have to delete this scene. It's a wiener. But yes, look at it, guys. It's just too much. Now calves. Can't really see the calves here. Go rewind back if you want to see those big babies. Dorian is dominant in that aspect. So, I don't know. A couple of British judges would give it to Dorian Yates. But for the most part, yeah, buddy, ding, ding, ding. Ronnie the King Coleman is dominant in the front double biceps pose. Now go to the front lat spread. This is Dorian Yates' best pose? Well, if it's not, it's one of them. But the thing of it is, it's one of Ronnie's best shots as well. Look at the muscles on this guy. His muscles are just more muscly than Dorian Yates's. Look at the calves on Yates, though. That is impressive, and his V-taper, very impressive as well. But, I mean, this is it, guys. You Colemanites, I used to fear you guys. More so than I do now. Ever since your leader, Lucian Papa, he went missing. I'd like to do my darndest to try to track this guy down. Lucy and Papa. King of the Dorianites. Leader of the Dorianites. Yeah. There are chapters all over the world. But to you, I say, who do you think is winning this shot? Ronnie's a little unsymmetrical, I'll give you that. But man, come on. Wheel separation? Jeez Louise. I'll be darned. Okay. I won't do it to you Colemanites, or to you Dorianites, rather. I'll just suggest, out of the first 2 shots, Ronnie has an edge. Now turn to the side. And if you are familiar with both Dorian and Ronnie King Coleman, you know we're not going to be spending too much time in either side shot. And it's not because I don't value the poses. It's because it's pretty academic. Dorian, never the best in the side chest, in the muscle of the arm, I guess, and the actual execution of the pose. Ronnie, I mean, look at the size of this guy. Very impressive, 3-dimensional arm muscle. There's no way, shape, or form that he's losing this one. Now go to the side tricep. This is the exact opposite. And for the most part, you Dorianites probably consider the front lat spread an easy takeaway for Dorian Yates. And the side tricep, in which case Coleman would win the other 2 poses, well, that front lat spread kind of throws a little monkey wrench in that 2-to-2 plan. Seems more like 2-to-1 with a close shot. But I mean, this is a dominant pose for Dorian Yates. Look at this. And where does he get off? Flexing all that muscle. He didn't have that in the side chest. It's like one of those invisible rooms on that movie The Shining. You guys know what I'm saying? There's no muscle, but then he flexes the side tricep, and then all of a sudden there's another room in there. Huh? Anyway. Go to, and I mean this, we mean business here, folks. Go to the back. I mean, we're not going to be joking around anymore. When you hear me say we're going to have a fun one, or we're not being too serious today, this is as serious as it gets. The back of Yates is more impressive. Look at those delts as well. Come on, Colemanites, admit it. The back seems to be harder, grainier, more impressive. The upper traps are good for Coleman, I can tell you that. Now again, the appendages, aside from those delts, glutes, till Tuesday, biceps, triceps, wow, impressive, hamstrings, everything but the calves. I mean, Coleman, he's more than holding his own. Now here's another point of view, a little bit of a side angle for Dorian Yates. You can see how thick and 3-dimensional those traps are. Lower traps, Dorian Yates all day. And daily, as Louis Marco would say. Upper traps, maybe Ronnie King Coleman. Obviously the arms. Nobody has a better set of biceps and triceps from this point of view anyway than Big King Coleman, and lower half as well. So it has to be considered a blowout so far for Ronnie King Coleman. With some arguments, some good solid arguments for Dorian Yates to be hanging in there. He's hanging in, guys. He is. Don't take that away from me. Here's the rear lat spread. Ooh, this stings if you're a Dorianite. Look at the size of those traps of Ronnie. Unbelievable. Yes, not the best footage for Dorian Yates at all. But as far as the rear lat spread is concerned, there's just no way. There's just no way that Dorian's going to be as wide as Ronnie. And those traps as well. So the back, guys, gals, everybody in between, there might be no possible way that Dorian has as wide of a back. But man, oh man, I don't think that there is any argument at all that says Ronnie is in better condition as far as the back is concerned. I think it is obvious. And no, Ronnie's not pulling a Christmas tree here. Couldn't find a single good picture of him from 99. This is a 98, and we're not doing that. We're not putting 98 in here. I'm just saying. As far as the Christmas tree is concerned, there's just no way that Ronnie's touching Dorian. Dorian has a better, harder, grainier back. And in terms of close-up shots, I often say the pictures from 93 don't do Dorian any justice. Have a look, and on Coleman's end, no pun intended, his badonkadonk, his derriere. I mean, this guy is as striated as the day is long, and it's a pretty close-up shot of him as well. So you can see he has some thin skin, things of that nature in the quads, the hamstrings. But man, Dorian Yates. You gotta agree with those Dorianites when they say these pictures, they just don't do him any justice. I mean, you can see right through that skin, just like Glacier's Julio Iglesias. But then, I mean, look at the size of Coleman. Look at the traps. I mean, my word. I think we can all agree that up close and personal, if you had little guys going around poking them with a stick, no fooling. The great competition, the very first ever bodybuilding competition, they went around with little pointer stick, or they touched them with their actual finger. Imagine. I think Dorian might win in that aspect. But Coleman, I mean, this guy's back is on another level. So we reached a point in this comparison that we really do have, somebody in mind for a win. Unless Dorian can really impress us. But you know what? Coleman's impressing me. I'm not giving him the shot just to appease you Dorianites. Yeah, Dorian has a better six-pack. But geez, look at the quads on Coleman. Pretty good if you ask me. Ah! And the most muscular, we can write this one off as well. It's not a mandatory shot in 1993 or in 1999. Or 1999, rather. Not Ning. When I was but a child, I called gum Ning Ning. Here is the final pose, a hands clasped. Dorian, he looks pretty wide here. Like I said, they didn't really use this one. They might have. They all hit the pose. I'm sure the judges considered it, like they consider the legs in men's physique. But yes, we are now putting this controversy to bed, where I should be. But, I mean, you guys take this serious. And so do I. Ronnie, he's just beating Dorian. Yes, Dorian has the thin-eared, skin-eared, little better condition as far as the back itself. Maybe the side lag. But Coleman, he's right there with him. And he's beating him in so many other aspects. Muscularity, maybe the proportions as well. Dorian has those calves. Huh? You win a competition just on calves? No. I'm afraid not. Hit thumbs up on the video. Let me know. Anybody out there that thinks Dorian won this one? Is good condition? I mean, it is good, 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 good. Uncle Mo. Have a great one, guys.